Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to InsuredMine's user group, day 2. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Want to make sure. Yes. Gotcha. Awesome, guys. Yeah, like I said, welcome to day 2 of iMug 2022. My name is Jake. I will be your MC for the day 2. Again, I don't know who was supposed to do this, but I am definitely the last resort. I'm going to do my best to see what I can get out of it. Yesterday, we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot. I'd like to recap yesterday before we kind of hop in today. If you did miss it, no worries. Our team is working right now to get the recording out to you guys. So check social media, check your email. We are going to get that out to you guys as soon as possible because there was some great information. Yesterday, we kicked off is how do we get there? Because we did do it, but how? We started off with the people. No business is possible without people. All business is people. We created the need or exposed the need for it. Obviously, it's a robust software, but how does it work for you? We talked about the restrictions, what's going on in the economy, in society, but we established that constant pressure to serve the needs of the future, to be able to express that in a meaningful way. And we looked at what we know. We know you have to be successful with the customer to be customer focused. You can't just rely on them to pat themselves on the back, as one of my coworkers expressed. And then why InsuredMine User Group Conference? Well, with InsuredMine User Group Conference, we get to see workflows. We get to see how people automate their systems, as well as variations of people's InsuredMine accounts. Not everyone has the same business. Not everyone has the same type of business. And it's important to know how to utilize all that with InsuredMine. And today we got a great schedule for you. I'm super excited to hop in. Again, I'd like to thank Kiara, the whole training team, for putting this together. I know I said it yesterday, but for those who were not here, they did a great job, and we're super excited to hop in. So today we're going to first talk about how your data is synced with your AMS, kind of go into the contrast and comparison of what an AMS is, and how it helps utilize your CRM, or how did CRM utilizes the AMS, more like, because they are two different systems, and we don't want to replace an AMS, and we don't think your AMS should serve as a CRM. We can get into it. Then after that, we're going to have a guest speaker, and we're going to talk about how to grow your agency, cross and upselling, how vital those two are to success of your agency. We're going to talk about automate your renewal process. That's something that I think we've had more questions on since my time at InsuredMine, maybe ever, because being able to automate that and constantly pull customers and leads back into the pipeline, the funnel, is a huge part of everyone's business. Then 12:31, we're going to talk about key platforms used by insurance agents. Obviously, InsuredMine is one of those, but we're going to get into the other ones and how they integrate and why they matter. 1 o'clock, we're going to close, and we're going to hear from our co-founder and COO, Sneha. She is amazing. She knows more than probably anyone on the Zoom call. I'm excited to hear from her. 2 o'clock, we're going to get into segmenting customers for marketing. We might dip into marketing a little before that, but how it applies to your customer base and how you can get that ball rolling. I think we're going to dive a little deeper into it. And then from 2 to 4, we're going to have Q&A or work time. I hope everyone has their workbooks. That is so useful. There's going to be some of that information on the PowerPoint, but the workbook is truly how you utilize your time here today. So you can make notes, you can cross things off, pose questions. And that's kind of what that 2:40 to 4:30 time is for. If you do have a question, if you do want to meet with our training staff, I know they dropped the link in the chat or via email. But at the same time, I know some questions are pressing and urgent. We're going to help you everything we can with that, and we're going to try to stay on top of the ball. Segmenting is more like a short workshop. Join if you want, but if you do need a break, do that. Again, Kiara is going to be helping us out. We have a lot of great guest speakers that we'll get into in a sec. But the first thing I do want to talk about today is AMS. AMSs have been around for upwards of 35 to 40 years. They have been in the insurance industry as well as others for a long time, and they've been helping agents for a while. AMS is for your policy management and administrative policy task. So in terms of data management, data upkeep, it's there. It's a great alternative to Excel. It puts all your data in one place. But an analogy I was told is it's not the experience or service you need to maintain your car. It's not the insurance you have to buy on top of it. It's not the cleaning fees you have to pay. It's not the rental fees. It's basically a block. And what you do with that block is up to you. You can build a house. You can do all these amazing things. But in terms of relationship to the customer, it really doesn't utilize everything that especially insurance needs in today's world. Yesterday, we kind of talked about how the world is shifting, whether it be the pandemic, whether it be ways people work, whether it be ways people interact in work, whether it be online or in person. And that's also true for the flip side is the customer communication, updates, relationship building. The CRM focuses on the customer because the customer is the most important part of the deal. We can say all we want to say. We can convey all the information we want to convey to that customer. At the end of the day, if they're not feeling it, there's not much you can do other than keep touch pointing and keep retrying, making that customer feel secure, making them feel integrated into everything you're doing because we're all doing it for them. It's all for the customer. And obviously, that's why we love CRMs over here at InsuredMine. But it is vital to the process of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and your everyday interaction with your clients. In terms of AMS and CRM, we do have someone to speak on it. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, awesome. It's Shubham Jaswal. He is our VP of Technology. I think we're going to chat with him. He is going to tell us all about integrations, kind of like the software at hand, as well as the software coming in, as well as its integration with ours. He knows a lot. I know he's super excited to talk about it. I think he's going to talk about where we are currently, how did we get here, as well as the future plans. I think our backend team is releasing updates weekly. They're super on top of the ball, specified toward the agent's need, as well as we specify towards the customer's need. So it's a super awesome parallel, and I know he's super excited to talk. I think I'm going to pass it to him. Shubham, can you hear me? Maybe not. Let's see if we can get him.
He is joining. 1 second.
Gotcha. Cool. No worries. Yeah, he's super awesome. He helps headline the team in India over there, and we couldn't truly do anything without him. He is the technical side of it all, and so it's super important to understand from his point of view how those integrations work. Because from our point of view, obviously we're like, okay, integration, data one place, data the other place. It goes through a lot of different places, and making sure that data is intact is super important. So he's going to help us out a little bit. I'm going to sneak peek. Yeah, I got you. We're going to talk about Vertiful products, Easy Links, Hawksoft, all of those integrations, whether they're two-way, one-way. And also going to talk about building customer relationships, kind of like I touched on earlier. The customer is the most important part, but building that relationship, is more vital than ever. If you don't have a relationship with your customer, it's kind of hard to guide them to what they need, because obviously as insurance pros, we know what they need. But sometimes, as anyone can attest to, it's harder to convey that than it might normally be.
All right.
Shubham, can you hear me?
Am I audible?
You are. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, Jack?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. Yeah, it's my understanding you have a little to share with us about integrations and the software.
Sure. All right. Thanks for the introduction, Jack. And good morning, everyone. This is Shubham, and I'm working as VP of Technology in InsuredMine. So I'm working with this company from day one, I will say. And wherever our product is, it's only because of the agents that we have. So we have continuously received good suggestions, and we have, continuously improved this product. And we are doing this from last few years. So in today's meeting, I will be talking about the integrations. And if you'll have any question, please feel free to ask the questions in the chat. Next slide, please, Jeff. All right. So before starting about the integrations, I would like to talk about the pillars. So these four members we had started with the product. This is the technical team. So the first one on the left side is Kapil. So he is handling our complete backend and the data side. Then we have Harshit. He is our front end lead. So whatever you see on the front end, all the buttons, all the tables, everything is done by him. And then it's me. I am like it's like a bridge between front end and back end. I'm working as an architect of this product. And then we have Aditya. He has worked on the application that we have. So basically, these are the four leaders, and in between these leaders, we have another 35 people team working in India. Continuously working from last 4 years on the product, the integrations, and the feature enhancement that we have. Next slide, Jake. All right, so I will be talking about the integrations that we have with the different AMS. I think we have almost all the AMS in our system. So first of all, we have integration with the Vata4 products that we have AMS 360 and QQ Catalyst. Along with these two, we have integration with Benefit Point. So that is basically used by the benefit employees. So talking about AMS 360, we have very deeper integration with AMS 360. From AMS 360 to IM, we are getting all the contact related information. So in AMS 360, we have different levels. So the first level we call it as customer. If you are AMS 360 agent, so you will see the customer page on the top of the screen. Within that customer, we have contacts and then dependents. So as you all know that different AMS, they have different architecture. So we have tried to align our architecture with all these AMS. So it is very difficult for us to, work with all the AMS at a time. So for AMS 360, we have customer related information, and within that customer, we have contact and we have dependents. So I would say it very proudly that I don't think any other product have this much bigger integration where we have all the customer related information, contacts related information, and dependents related information in one place. So why do we need dependents? Why do we need contacts? So there are lot of automations that you run on these data points like dependents. You can run your birthday automation. You can send handwritten postcard to all the dependents of the insured. You can trigger any kind of renewal, like you are targeting your customer, but you can target your customer contacts as well through the automations or through the email campaign or through the bulk text. So that's why we have taken all the data that we have from AMS 360. Apart from these three, we have policy related information from AMS 360, and in our policy detail page, we have all the driver related information, coverage related information, house related information, and different information we have in policy. You can look into the portal. Then with QQ Catalyst, we have two-way integration with QQ as well, in which we are able to get notes, tasks, and files. So these three activities we are getting from QQ Catalyst. And apart from this, we are getting, so in QQ, the architecture is totally different. So they have the customer, and then they have the contacts, and then they have additional contacts on the top of that. So we are able to fetch all the contacts, all the additional contacts, and all the policy coverage, driver, vehicle, and house. Everything we are able to fetch from this AMS. And we have different kind of reports where you can see, like in the reports, you can you can group it by your agents, you can group it by your carrier, you can group it by your categories. So we have different analytics on these data points. Talking about NowCerts, we have very good integration with NowCerts, and we have completed another development. So if we have any NowCerts agencies here, so I would like to announce here that we have completed the development on the webhooks. So like today what you are doing, you are creating a contact in NowCerts, and that is not coming into InsuredMine in real time. You will have to, give it a refresh, and after 30 seconds or after 1 minute, that contact is available in InsuredMine. But after this release, once you'll create a contact in NowCerts, it will be available in InsuredMine in real time. No need to hard refresh or refresh. It will be just real time through socket. Yep, I am getting few questions. Yeah. So orange check, this means this is already available, and the purple check, that means it's not available yet. And there can be many reasons. One of the reason is we don't have that API capability. If we will get that API capability, we will be able to implement this. Talking about Samar's question, are we working on being able to search for the dependents and linking to the contact? Yes, you are able to search the contacts, but not dependents at this point. But we will have this in our roadmap, and maybe in some time we will enable this as well. So after this, talking about what we can do from InsuredMine to NowCerts, what are the data points that we can send? As you can see in NowCerts, if you will add notes, tasks, files, SMS, activities, everything is going from InsuredMine to NowCerts. Calls, we are working. We will be sending call detail plus call history to NowCerts. So this is what we are working on. Apart from this, we are able to sync the contacts. So in NowCerts, the architecture is little different. So on the top of, you have insured, and then within that insured, you have multiple contacts. So InsuredMine is not only able to fetch the principal insured, but also we are fetching the contacts. So you can target email campaign or bulk texting or any kind of workflow automation to those contacts. Then we have policies, coverage, driver, vehicle, all those information we have. We have house details as well in InsuredMine. Same way for QQ. For AMS 360, we are able to send notes, tasks, files, emails, SMS, activities from InsuredMine to AMS 360 in real time. And the contacts that is getting created in AMS 360, that is coming to InsuredMine in real time. And so as policy. I will be talking about HS and Epic, the two-way integration from InsuredMine to now to Hawksoft and Epic in some time. And then we have just completed our Nextshore integration last month, and we are able to sync all kind of notes, tasks, files, emails, SMS. We are working on calls and activities, and we are able to sync contacts and policies as well. So we have very good integration with Nextshore. Okay. So I got a question, how do we do a hard refresh to pull data from AMS 360? So AMS 360, right now, the contact is creating in real time. We just have a refresh button on the top right corner. You can click on that, and then the contacts will be available on the screen. So I would like to talk on these upcoming releases. So whatever we have, I don't want to talk. If you'll have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, what do we have next? So next, we are working on e-signature, and the target is to release this in production environment by end of this quarter. So March end, it will be a release for all. So what can you do with e-signature? So whatever documents you already have in your system. So for NowCerts, if you have documents in NowCerts, those documents will be available in InsuredMine, and you can ask your client for the signature, or you can upload any document in InsuredMine, and you can send those documents to your contacts or prospects for the e-signature, and that will be available in InsuredMine after that. You can download it or whatever you want to do. Then we are working on Hawksoft two-way integration. This is very good. So Hawksoft, they have just released two-way integration for notes and files. So if you'll create any notes in InsuredMine, that will be synced with your Hawksoft in real time, and the same for files. Yeah, I know. And the next, we we have just completed our development with Applied Epic 2-way integration. So right now, what we are doing with Applied Epic, we are scheduling a report that is coming to us and your data is getting refreshed. But going forward, our plan is to take all the data using the APIs. So we will be fetching your data using APIs, and the we are also working on syncing the contacts from InsuredMine to Applied Epic. So once you'll create a contact, you'll create a deal card in InsuredMine. The contact will be synced with Applied Epic in real time. Not only contact, but we are also working on the policy sync up and all the activities like notes, files, tasks, everything. So those will be synced with your Applied Epic. Next, I have already told you guys about the NowSorts integration with Webhook. So this is not released yet. This is in our pipeline. We have completed the development, and within few weeks it will be released in our production environment. So anything that you will create in NowSorts, that will be available in InsuredMine in real time. No need to refresh the page or wait for a couple minutes. Then we have already released the CRM app for Android, and in the next few days or maybe 1 or 2 weeks, we will be releasing the CRM app for iPhones. So what can you do with the CRM app? So right now, if you are an Android customer, you can download our app with the name IM Agent, and you can you can manage your pipeline, you can manage your customer, you can search for any customer, you can directly call from that app, you can send a text from the app. If you will get any incoming text, you will get an in-app notification in the app, and you can like you are not using the system, you are out, you are talking to your client. So you will have that app in your phone, and if you'll get any message, you will get the in-app notification and you can respond to your client. So previously it was like you had to log into your portal in your desktop or in your PC. So the name of the app is IM Agent. This one. And we have added a couple more functionalities like task. You can look into your task. You can mark your task as complete, or you can add the task. Other features like policies, contacts, and accounts we have. Correct. That is only for Android. Next, our plan is to work on this proposal builder. This is not started yet, but the plan is to start the development by third quarter, and within 1 quarter we will finish this and release this in production. Then we are working on a couple of the workflow automations, so that are not live yet. We are still working on that, but those will give extra power to your automations. I will disclose one automation for now. So that is like today we have renewal automation. So what you are doing, you are sending communication to your contact 45 days before, or you have 3 stages in that. First stage is going out 60 days before, second stage is going out 30 days before, and the last stage is going out 5 days before the policy expiration date. What if policy is already renewed? So in that case, if the policy is already renewed, then it should not trigger the automations. It should trigger the thank you message to your contact, or it should ask for the Google review. So we have implemented that functionality in which if the policy is already renewed, then it will stop any further automation. And if you want, you can trigger the thank you email or thank you text or ask for the Google review. So it will add another power to your automations or to your renewal automation. So this is already developed for 3AMS, NowSorts, AMS 360, and QQ Catalyst, and this will be out in just 1 or 2 weeks. Yes, Lamar, it's pending, and it will be released in 2 weeks. So these are the high-level items. Just wanted to talk to you about these items. And apart from these items, we have 100 of other items that we are already working, and we are releasing those items in just 1 or 2 weeks. Last weekend, we had a release, and we have released almost 20 plus items. Next to next week, we are releasing, I think, more than 30 items in production environment, and those are like small and big items. Any questions? Thanks, Aaron. And Aaron, we have released one feature for you, and that was
All right. Thank you, Shubham, for that.
Yep. Thanks, Kira.
Thank you, Shubham. Okay. So we are going to flip back to our presentation. In your workbooks, we've given you some resources that we'll go over. Hang on, let me get my screen up. Okay. The question I always get in training is, where do I start? So the answer to this is going to depend on your AMS. So if you have a one-way integration with InsuredMine, always start in your AMS. You're going to have a refresh every day, so the information will funnel into InsuredMine by the next day. And there you then can start managing your pipeline. You can still send marketing communications. You can send the welcome client information. Once the policy is added into your AMS, it will also filter down into InsuredMine. If you have a two-way integration, it doesn't matter where you start, either whichever one you prefer. And if you do not have an integration with InsuredMine currently, you'll have to just have a manual sync with a file upload. You can decide the cadence of that. Most people, especially if you have easy links, they're going to send a report in at the end of the day every day to us. And then we add that information into the platform for them for the next day. But no matter your AMS, InsuredMine can always be used to organize your data, manage your customers, and generate those business analytics that, similar to what Jennifer was showing us yesterday, that's so powerful, are the sales deal charts and the reporting section in your agency dashboard. So no matter your AMS, InsuredMine can be used to help generate that type of data for you and organize your business.